So you're interested in building bone strength after the age of 50? Well, I've got the video for you. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 amazing exercises that's going to help build your bone strength as you get past 50 and beyond. I own New Zealand's only fitness studio for people over the age of 40, and many of our clients are in that 60 to 70 age group. And one of their biggest fears and biggest goals are, I want to increase my bone density, because the doctors have explained to them that if you're not doing some kind of strength training, then your bone density is at risk. And I think a lot of us know somebody that's had a fall or a trip and they've got weak bones and they end up having some kind of life-changing event. And we don't want that for you. We don't want that for yourself, okay? So when it comes to bone strength, what I want to say to you guys, I want you to come a little bit closer, just so you can hear what I'm going to say. If you want to increase your bone strength and your bone density, you have to do this for years on end. It doesn't just get strong in 6 weeks. It's taking a long time for your bone strength to decline. It's going to take a long time for your bone strength to increase. And the only real way you're going to know what your bone density is to have a bone density scan. But for the most part, most of our members that come to us, when they start resistance training, their doctors say to them, you don't need to have that scan because we're happy that you're doing all the right things for you to get stronger. So with that being said, have the mindset that this is going to take a little bit of time, but I'm going to give you 3 exercises that's going to give you the best chance possible to build quality bone strength and bone density as you go forward. The thing is with bone density, a little bit of an analogy for you. Think of a toilet roll. So I want you to think of bone density like a toilet roll, okay? You can see 2 toilet rolls. One is a bit smaller than the other one. Bone density is like that. And every year you think about you're taking a layer off your bone density, okay? Every year you're taking a layer off. And every single year, without realizing, it gets smaller, 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 and your bones get a bit weaker. And the thing is about bones, they will adapt to the load that you put upon them. So if you don't put any load on them, it's just going to take a layer away all the time, okay? Now, if you're somebody that is active and strong, okay, like younger people, and they do lots of activity, then their bone density is stronger because those layers are not being taken away, because the bones are adapting to the load placed upon them. That is the key thing, load placed upon your bones, all right? So with that being said, we need to start doing things that load the bones, okay? Now, I do understand as you get older, and resistance training in gyms are unfamiliar and they're not nice places to be for a lot of people. I get that. So there's a couple of things that we can do to, at home potentially to increase your bone density. The first thing I would say is start doing some high impact cardio. I don't mean jumping jacks and things like that, although that will help. Simply going for a walk, okay? And go for a brisk walk. That's going to be the first exercise that you do. Because when you go for brisk walks, you're loading up your bones and your lower limbs anyway, or 3 to 4 times your body weight every single step that you take, which means that bones now are getting, those bones now are becoming adaptive to the extra load on the muscles. And every time you go through it, your bones are adding another layer of toilet roll around them to keep them nice and strong. So walking is so important. The next thing you want to be doing is, how long do you walk for? Well, guys, seriously, if you're not doing a lot of walking right now, you need to be aiming for about 20 minutes per day, even up to an hour per day, okay? It's so important. It sounds a lot, and it does sound a lot if you're not doing anything. But if you start walking about an hour a day, all those opportunities or that extra load going through your body is going to be great. You could do jumping jacks as well if you're fit enough to do it. That's going to increase the load as well. But be really mindful of injuries and things like that, okay? So number 1, very basic, start doing some walking. The next thing that I'd like you guys to do is start doing some sit to stands, okay? I'm going to grab a chair. And a sit to stand is very simple. It's just an easy version of a squat. So you're going to sit down on a chair, arms across your body in front, and you're going to stand up, okay? And every time you do this, you're working on the joints and the muscles, putting more load on those bones, okay? And again, you're going to start to add layers of toilet roll over the bones to make them stronger, okay? Super, super important. Now if you're going to look for upper body kind of scenario for building up your bone strength in your upper body, you need to apply the same thing. Now, I don't expect you to do walking handstands or anything like that, or jump plyometric press-ups, okay? But what you can do a form of press-ups. And all you're going to do, you're going to find a raised level. It could be a chair, it could be a worktop bench, whatever that is for you, right? But when you think of it this way, okay, you now have all the load going through all the joints onto the bones, which is probably a lot more than what you currently do. And even if you just did this, okay, and you held this for 30 seconds, that's going to be much better than doing nothing at all. However, what I'd like you to do is try and do a press up. So you can adjust the height of your body, and you're going to come down this way, and you're going to load it back up again, all right? Take it down and load it back up again. And you're going to keep repeating that till you get to about 10 to 15 repetitions of that. Again, if you can't do it this slow, come up a little bit higher. And you could even kneel down this way, okay? And you could do the same thing that way. Or even you could, hold the wall and you can do press-ups against the wall that way. Either way, you're putting more pressure on the joints and the bones to help them, get stronger over time. Now, there are a whole bunch of other exercises we could do. And if you do want a full body workout, which will implement all the muscles of the body, all the bones of the body, comment full body workout down below and I will happily send you over that video. And you can start doing that like tomorrow straight away to get stronger bones, right? Now, if you enjoyed the video, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're struggling with, what you're worried about. There's going to be another video up in the top corner, which I think you may like. Go and watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. But otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. I hope you've got some value from this. But ultimately, just start being more active. Use the high impact as well. I promise you that your bone strength will get better over time.